Hello and welcome to Command & Conquer Replays. Today we're looking at a 2v2 between me and RocketLauncherFC versus Pgbeale and Studysasquach. This map is Indirect Fire, and immediately I'm sending troops down to kind of block this bottleneck and do some skirting. Likewise, my teammate is crossing the bridge with his own troops, and Studysasquach is coming up as well to block certain pathways. Now that I have defended, I'm going in for a couple of troops to skirt Bailey's base. There's a couple of troops there, and just building down towards the bottleneck. Usually I like to try to get the Tesla up there. We can see RocketLauncherFC with his rocket men likely planning to blow up the bridge and getting his war factory out. So everyone seems to have their war factory out now. 2 power plants by Studysasquach. Studysasquach, a very good player. Pgbeale, sorry, also a good player that I play with frequently enough. Getting his light tank past my defenses. No tanks out yet for me as I'm building ore trucks and skirting out my base. I think kind of at this point, really he maybe should have skirted Rocket Launcher's base. I mean, with another tank. This time I have 2 tanks of my own to defend. The light tanks can very easily get past without a Tesla coil up my defenses. So Pgbeale, sorry, losing a couple of light tanks there, but causing a bit of havoc in the meantime. More light tanks, quite a lot of ore refineries out, and moving in for the attack myself. Trying to push him back, keep his focus on his own base rather than mine, and pushing in. Meanwhile, Rocket Launcher causing a little bit of havoc in Studysasquach's base, but really just losing tanks there, I imagine. We can see Studysasquach does have a transport, sea transport built. I haven't seen him using it yet. So I've got PG's construction yard. I was trying to go for his power, but it just wasn't able to get his power, so he still has a fully powered base but only 1 war factory. Quite a lot of ore refineries, so the war factory will be the target to get. Coming in for the retaliation attack with enough tanks probably to do a fair amount of damage if he can bypass the Tesla. Going for the power, getting a flame tower up to help me defend. I would have preferred a second Tesla coil, but I think I just didn't have the energy at that point. I'm getting 2 light tanks then in behind enemy lines into my base. Construction yard being attacked, repairing the construction yard, and trying to chase his light tanks down with my men. They're just too fast, so I decided to position some men at both sides of my construction yard, but just don't get rid of his light tanks quick enough. Well done for getting the construction yard. Both players are yard down now and going in for another attack. Looks like my tanks are outnumbered, but I'm going for the base, the buildings, rather than the tanks. I think maybe I should have just went for his war factory and then retreated. I think I'm retreating now. He has quite a lot of tanks, quite a big threat to me. I can't build any more Tesla coils, so what I have is what I have. looks like his tanks will overwhelm me. And sorry, I'm not really paying attention to the other side of the map. We can see that Rocket Launcher has blown up his bridge, and Studysasquach building quite an extensive base now, coming in with a lot of tanks. Studysasquach can see that the bridge has been destroyed, and both players on the right hand side now have a naval base. Rocket Launcher getting his naval base side. I think Studysasquach from seeing the transport at a naval base previously. Studysasquach coming in with tanks. Maybe he hasn't realized the bridge has been blown up, even though it looked like he could see as I just try to clear up the rest of PG's tanks. It's quite a lot of tanks from Studysasquach. I think now he's realized they're quite useless there, and I should really be paying attention to Studysasquach at this time, but I don't have a radar dome, so I'm not completely aware what's going down. Pgbeale's out of the game, but played very well. Good match, good battle. Both players' construction yard down. Fortunately for him, the tide just seemed to go in my favour. It was seemed a bit hard for him to get past that Tesla coil. And continuing then my attack into Studysasquach, without really knowing what he had. I think I kind of assumed Rocket may have taken out more of his troops at this point, but just trying to keep the pressure on. Tank versus tank, heavy tank versus heavy tank. Studysasquach coming in with the Tesla troops. Generally they're good to build if you can't spend your money quick enough. Generally I play with Aftermath on, so that can be a problem. The production speed only increases with 2 war factories, so if you're still gathering credits after building 2 war factories, Tesla shock troopers, actually their name, shock troopers are a good option really. Maybe I should have been defending closer to my Tesla coil. Now Studysasquach comes in with quite a lot of tanks, overpowering me. He has lost his main battalion, and he's going now for the kill. 1 war factory down, might as well sell it to get the money, I figured. Another tank coming out, but Studysasquach, very strong player, making the most of his tanks. Also some more tanks and shock troopers coming in, going for the power. The power is a much easier building to destroy. And meanwhile, Rocket Launcher slowly taking out Study's base with his navy. We can see he has taken out Study's naval yard. In come the shock troopers. My only ore refinery is gone. Just fighting for survival. War factory being attacked. 3 tanks by Study. Just outmaneuvering all my tanks and all Rocket's tanks, and going for the factory. Couple of tanks here, sneaking around the side as Rocket goes in for the kill with his light tanks. I decide to defend. About to go in for the attack, not seeing his tanks. Very sneaky, and then changing my mind, trying to battle his tanks, but he seems like he wants to take out the base. He doesn't want a tank battle, he wants to destroy my base. 2 buildings left, war factory trying to repair it, no credits left by Command & Conquer Replay. Studysasquach, 1 tank going for the ore refinery, half health left, and just managed to survive in the game. as RocketLauncherFC takes out the last building by Study. Good game by both players, fun game, fun map. I might do a video soon about my favourite maps, so if anyone wants to let me know their favourite maps in the comments, that might be helpful. Let's look at the stats. So it looks like Study got the most credits, PG falling behind. He did go for tank production maybe a little earlier, and he was out earlier as well in the game. Most buildings raised by Rocket Launcher. I guess Study had the most buildings, and with the Navy, Rocket Launcher's Navy in there, that's how he got the most buildings, most units killed by me, and that's likely because of the men and light tanks that I was battling. Good game by all. If you liked the video, please click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, and all comments and support is welcome. Catch you on the next one. Bye now.